Hey, yo, welcome back to another wonderful episode of It's the Bottom Line, where we talk about everything going on in the world of sports, entertainment, and life. I'm your host with the most, Mandrey, Mandrizzle, for Shizzle Davis. And live with me tonight, look, this guy deserves all the flowers, all the accolades. Like, with him, my dude Renaissance Jones, they're the reasons I'm in the movies that I'm in today and knowing what I know about acting today. So one time, ladies and gentlemen, for Ty Durden.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Man, appreciate you. What's going on with you today, bro?
Listen, man, moving all the time, man. It's how it is every day, you know. It's pretty much I don't know how not to.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I tell man, whether it's moving fast or slow motion, it's moving.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah. Most of the time I ain't moving slow unless we done partied the night before, but other than that, we moving fast, you know?
Well, I mean, hey, I don't know. After the live from CLT weekend.
Look, I wasn't really partying like that till Saturday, bro. Like, Friday we had to be good, man.
Right.
Saturday, yeah.
Saturday it went down.
Yeah. We still ain't turned up like how we normally turn up, bro.
Right.
Yeah, it's a different thing.
That's all right. They gonna catch you next time.
I ain't allowed to do that, everybody, Ray. I ain't allowed to say that. I already did. I'm gonna.
Too late.
Go ahead.
So, man, look, you direct, you act. Like, as a kid, what were some of the movies that inspired you, that made you be like, yeah, I'm gonna come up to be Ty the director?
You know what's funny? I had no ambition whatsoever to be a director, at all. In all actuality, I had wanted to be a rap artist since 12 years old, pretty much. You know, I know you know. But, you know, I was actually, you know, I was going to be a rapper, and that's all I had ever wanted to be, you know. So for years I had pursued it, actually started to get really good at it, really started to get actually offered like at least 5-6 different record deals. So we actually, a lot of things would have came from it. Yeah. I'm kind of glad none of it did. But, you know, basically the only reason I got into film is because I didn't want to keep paying other people to make my music videos.
Exactly.
So I was like, okay, let me learn how to use the camera, all that kind of stuff. And then, you know, I actually went to Georgia Southern University to learn all this kind of stuff. So once I actually learned and I was actually able to apply it, you know, I felt like, okay, let me go ahead and do it. Yeah. I would have never dreamed in a million years I would have acted or directed, to be honest with you. That's
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, that's usually how it be, man. The best ones that's doing it didn't even have any intentions.
A lot of the people I deal with, a lot of them were musicians first. A lot of them. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like it's either half of them were in like the military, the other half were in music. Yeah. And they all end up being actors or directors.
I ended up like myself. Like, I never, you know, I got into doing lyrics and all that later, but man, I wanted to be, I'm honest, I wanted to be Dr. Dre. I wanted to be Quincy Jones. And that's where it started for me, you know, mixing. And then as I got older, you know, I recently, like the past 5 years, I said, you know what? It's always been a hobby. You need to turn it into a business. Exactly. And that's when I started learning the business side of it. And that's what led me to where I'm at right now.
That's dope. Definitely dope.
So once you got into, got done, you got certified, got license and whatnot, like, what was the next steps? What made you really get into directing?
Well, at that point, basically just being exposed to different movie sets. You know what I mean? Just once I got onto the movie set, it kind of just took me. Yeah. And I'm like I tell people all the time, I'm brave and stupid. I'm one of those people where, you know what I mean, I'll jump off and not know what's under down there. Like, I'll just dive and see what happens. Yeah. And so my first movie off cuff, I said, I'm going to write a feature film. Straight off the cuff. Wrote it, directed it, starred in it. This is my first time acting. This is my first time writing a full feature. This is my first time directing a full feature. My first time filming a full feature. First time editing. Went the whole way. So,
damn.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like after you go into something like that, ain't nothing going to scare you.
Pretty
You've
much.
already been through the worst.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then did you do it with like a low budget, or you had?
It's called a no budget.
There you go. So it really was
living on a prayer, my dude.
Right.
Yeah. Basically, that's and again, big shout out to my dog Renaissance Jones. That's when I really linked up with him. He was one of the first first actors who really rock with me in the city.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, he just kind of took me under his wing and taught me a lot of what he learned from this, as far because he's always been, one of my biggest mentors. And so a lot of the people who were in there, I was just blessed to see that they even want to be a part of my vision. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then
that's what's up.
I bumped my head a lot, but after a while, when you go through that so many times, by the time it's time for you to really do this, and this was almost 10 years ago. So this was a while. Wow. So I've had some time to bump my head a lot.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
That's incredible. Mm-hmm. So like, it's a lot of people that be like, yeah, I want to get into this. I want to be an actor. I want to be a star. What point did you realize when you got into doing the directing and acting, you was like, yeah, this is it. I can do this. At what point were you like, yeah, let's go?
It's crazy because a lot of people have imposter syndrome, and I'm one of the main ones who do. Like a lot of times, even at times still, like my team will be fussing at me like, Ty, you this nigga, and I'll be like, yeah, I don't really. But it's one of those situations where I really started taking it seriously during my third movie, which was a short film, which was Counterplay. Counterplay was actually a short film before I made it a full feature.
Okay.
And the response I got from it was phenomenal from people because it was a really impactful. It hit people hard. They weren't expecting the ending. Yeah. And at that point, that's when, of course, Quentin Littlejohn, big shout out to Quentin Littlejohn, he became my mentor at that point. Yeah. Because he was like, he saw a lot of potential in me. And so he kind of walked me through more steps and made sure I was just sharper and sharper every project. That's so at that point, I'm like, look, if people like Quentin are taking notice, people like Renaissance Jones is on my side. It's like, I got to do this. You know what I'm saying? So I just kept going. You know what I mean? And then really everything started with North CAC. North CAC is when there was no way to avoid it after that. You know what I'm saying? It just became that movement.
Look, and big shout out to you for that because – man, I was in a couple of them, but let's see, which one was it? The first one, Intrigue, Renaissance, and then coming up, which we're finna talk about, Street Logic. But for me, it was North CAC. North CAC is what set it off for me. Because it's funny. Everybody, I don't know if you planned this, but everybody always say, man, you the only black in the Mexican cartel.
Yeah.
That's how we found you.
Yeah, he was.
And I'm just like, hey, Andale, what you want me to say?
Hey, he a shooter. That's what he was there for.
That's right. I was there. Pow, pow, boom, ping.
Yeah.
So, hey, I really appreciate that, man, because it just opened the door for me, man. That's where people really started seeing me, and it led me to everything that I'm a part of now, lyrical healing stage plays with Portia the Poet.
Big shout out, Portia.
Big shout out, Rabbit Hole with Adult Game Night with her and Cosmic.
Okay.
Everything that I'm really doing now, getting back into the music's starting to jump off. So, now but being under y'all and y'all saying, look, man, you got to do everything the right way. Learn what you're supposed to be doing, the business side. Like now, I just went and got my BMI, publish it.
Good shit.
So it's like, learn the business side, learn where you can get the money from so that you're able to fund your projects and you ain't got to wait on other people or hope for grants to come through. So it's a lot that y'all teach behind the scenes that I found in other spots. It's nothing like that.
Yeah.
So it's really a learning experience working up under you, man. So appreciate that.
We definitely try to create a culture like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a each one teach one culture. I feel like that if you're not extending your knowledge, you're being selfish. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. If you got to always depend on me for the knowledge, then if I decide to walk away from this equation in any way, what good was I to you? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So at the end of the day, it has to be a situation where not only should I present the opportunities, but I should impart enough knowledge where you can go create opportunities for others. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like a family.
It is.
Like when we get on set, it's just like everybody's laid back. Like, hey, what you been up to?
Yeah.
It's like long lost cousins that live out of state.
That's how it is with us in everything, man. Like the premiere, we had a blast at the premiere.
Oh yeah.
Again,
both of them.
Yeah.
Street Logic and Undergun.
Yeah, it's always a fam atmosphere, man. Because again, we deal with good people, and that's what really matters. I don't think a lot of people take that into accountability. You got to have a good foundation of good people. Yeah. Because winning with the wrong group of people ain't winning.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You got to have the right people so that way the win really feels like a win.
Yeah. And that's what I mean when I say, man, you showing people the ropes, because it's made where I've been able to look in and say, okay, my stuff ain't been going the way I needed to go. And I compare it. I look and say, all right, with the field day, how everything was, we was at Frank's. Acting up.
I forgot about that. I forgot you was there for that.
Was hilarious.
Well, yeah, we be stupid.
Big 10 folder, Frank. And, on the set, everything what we've been on the set on, it's like help one another, and then also look at it as not just the brand that you're under doing the shooting, doing the filming, but you are your own brand. Mm-hmm. So if you ain't got faith in yourself, and if you're not going to hold up your name and give the best performance, then when it's your time to, I got to direct, I got a movie I want to do, I got a video, then why would you expect anybody to back you when you didn't give them your 100%?
Facts.
And that's one of the things that I've learned from you and Rhea, and I really appreciate.
Yeah, no doubt. Appreciate it. Definitely.
So it's time to go ahead and set it off. I'm going to stand up because I need y'all to see this. Yes. Yes. Street Logic.
He said he wore it all the way to the hole in that motherfucker.
I wore it with the hole in it. That's right. Because I wanted y'all to see.
He said he's still repping.
That's right. That's right.
My
Burn
dog.
hole. Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah. Street Logic on deck.
For sure.
Man, look. How did y'all come up with this? Like, for real?
Man, the truth be told, and it's funny how a few of the concepts of the movies have came because they come from very basic principles. Like, even with just side comment on that, Under the Gun. The only reason why we created Under the Gun is because we realized that me, Ray, Coco, and Carlos look like we could be related.
Look like y'all family.
That was it. That was literally it. You're like, yo, we look like we could be related. So let's create a movie.
Over there right now looking like Big Bro.
Yeah. Like off cuff. So it was like, yeah, we need to make a movie. So, I just kind of started coming up with different ideas and just hammering stuff. But as far as with Street Logic, same deal, because me and Renaissance Jones, we got a really good chemistry on camera.
Y'all do.
And, we're both very intense. And we feed off of each other. So we were like, you know what? A lot of times we would be in roles together, but we never had a whole movie with just us. Yeah. So we're like, okay, let's see what that really happens. What really happens. You know what I mean? When we both get on there and just show out. And the good thing is that we both were able to show, just different dimensions of our own acting abilities, but then just the way our chemistry kind of, even if you watch the chemistry of the two characters, it kind of shifts throughout the movie. At one point they're cool, one point, they're at each other's throats. We had to do a lot of a different array of things to show how good, we really were with acting. So, but beyond that, whenever we come up with ideas, man, me and Jones, we'll sit there and be on the Facebook voice messenger for hours, and we just be like, yo, okay, so this idea, you know Jones is that damn voice messenger. Yeah. So
he gonna see you about 5.
Yeah, we gonna look. He done turned me into that same person.
And by the way, a bloop, 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 bloop.
Yeah, you gonna look and see like about 10 of them things on the timeline.
How he sent all them that fast?
Yeah, because he just go and he'd be used to it. But that's how we'll normally hammer out an idea. We'll sit back and. I'll say this, and, he'll start talking about it, and we'll start going. And the good thing is that we have that kind of chemistry. Like I said, we talk just about every other day, if not every day. Yeah. And so we think very similar when it comes to a lot of things. So when it comes down to certain concepts, we can usually kind of feed off of each other and create a concept like that. Okay. So, it was kind of dope. And, we just really, we really felt like it'd be a good look for both of us to do.
It was, man. And then everybody, that you pick, you put them, strategically in roles that fit. And that way they were going to bring out that character to the utmost. Man, I got to talk about Frank again.
I was just about to say that, so you cannot say it without saying Smitty. You cannot say Street Logic without saying Smitty. There's no way you can do it.
And the 2, and the 2, 3. Let me see what you were going to do for me. But look, when he said, I tell you what, have a drink with me, and I'll throw in the gats for free.
Listen, that story with Frank is, and I'm going to be so honest with this situation, right? Because, again, me and Frank, we party all the time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When we wrote Smitty, we knew it had to be Frank. We knew it had to be Frank. But Frank puts his own Frankisms on shit.
Every time.
So now I drink and party with Frank, so I know what Frank drinking is like. So I'm not gonna lie to y'all. We got him lit that day. I can't even.
Yeah, that thing was so funny.
When we were on the way to set, I'm not even gonna tell y'all why Frank was walking in the snow. That's a whole other story. I'll let him tell that story, bro. Because I see this nigga walking up the street in the snow. But anyway,
yeah, I'm gonna hit you on that, Frank.
Mm-hmm. You definitely got. Yeah, Frank, you got to tell him that story. I ain't gonna tell him. But at any rate, as soon as he hopped in the car, because we had some shine from the night before, I said, "Here, drink this." Now, anybody who's ever been on my set know that's crazy for me to ever say that, because I tell you not to drink or smoke or anything like that.
Right,
like, keep your shit together. Not this one.
Right.
We fed Frank drinks to the point where he was pretty lit, and so Smitty was that was authentic. That was organic.
It sure was.
But the funniest part about all that shit, now Frank had did all his scenes that day. Yeah. Killed them, all of them. Like one of the most iconic characters in the movie, period. Probably, in my opinion, one of the most iconic characters, period. Really. For real. He went but the next day he called me up and he said, "Ty, I'm sorry." I said, "Sorry?" He said, "Man, I messed the whole movie up." I said, "The fuck is you talking about?"
He said, the movie, man.
He said, "Man, I don't even remember. I know I was doing crazy shit." Yeah. And you're going to be the favorite character of the whole movie.
Absolutely. So, white or brown?
Yeah.
Bitch.
What the fuck I been drinking? That nigga Frank. Yeah. So, yeah, but definitely you got to give him his credit. Between him, the two most iconic characters in that movie was Smitty and Moon. Those two killed the movie, hands down.
Oh, did.
Hands down.
Yes, Boss Lady went in.
Mm-hmm. Hands down.
Oof, man.
Intense.
That's what I mean when I say, y'all, you got an eye for it. You already know when you got to, boom, we're going to put it, boom, we're going to get this to Frank. Bam, we're going to get this to Drizzle. Yeah, y'all fit. Y'all had everything lined up where you needed it. Mm-hmm. And it makes for a perfect movie. Mm-hmm. And then, like you said, everybody meshes. Mm-hmm. Everybody works together. Mm-hmm. So, man, look, I'm glad I got to be a part of that.
No doubt. We appreciate you.
And for those who don't know what we're talking about, we getting ready to shoot to a snippet right now, Street Logic, starring the man himself, Ty Durden. I can't name everybody in there.
Just Renaissance Jones.
Renaissance.
Yeah.
And Renaissance Jones, Ty Durden, damn near half the cast of North Cat. Everybody's in there.
Yeah.
Everybody's in there. We'll be back. It's the Bottom Line Podcast. Your host with the most, Mandrizzle.
Sure.
Who the fuck is this?
Who the fuck is Dimitri?
Look, tell Moon we got a brother, but we got some shit we gotta discuss first.
Hey sis, come get these niggas. They be on the east side.
Yo, what the fuck did you just do to him?
Look, all we did was shut him the fuck up. He alright, but look, he'll stay that way as long as you agree to meet up with us.
So let me get this straight. You stole my fucking money, you kidnapped my brother, and you expect to walk away?
Look, you know you want your money. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you some of it. We're going to keep some of it. But you get to save face. You get some of your money into the streets, you can get all your money back. Plus you get your baby brother back, unharmed. Slightly unharmed.
And if I agree to this so-called deal, how do I get to you?
Hell no. You think we stupid? So you can set us up? location. We're going to text it to you at 8:30. Oh, and remember, you have more to lose in this than us. We got your baby, bro. We just trying to leave. Keep your phone on.
I ain't crazy about this. Mobilize the troops. All of them.
Look, man, we need to go ahead and get this in motion. We got a little bit of time left.
Oh yeah, let's go scoop up the niggas that we got up.
And get ready.
All right, fellas, so you got us here. Can we go ahead and conclude our business? Send my brother and the money over now.
Why? So you can kill us as soon as we hand them over?
I gave my word, did I not?
You did, but you're a woman of respect, and we ain't been paying much of that to you lately. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna send your bitch ass brother over first. We're gonna leave the money here, and you're gonna let us walk out the back. Deal? Walk, nigga.
My bad, sis. Pussy ass niggas call me slipper.
Freeze! Nobody move! Nobody move!
Put your guns down! Put your guns down!
Nobody move! Hey, stop walking back there, boy! Put that gun down!
Welcome back. It's The Bottom Line, your host with the most, Mandrizzle. And y'all just seen what we were talking about. Like, you seen the chemistry and you seen the work, you seen the creativity, but the directing, Mr. Ty Durden TV at IG. Whew.
Listen, I can't even take all the credit. That most of the directing of that was Renaissance John. We kind of piggybacked between each other on that. I wrote it. He directed most of it, but we both did kind of half and half on some of it. He wrote some of it. I did most of the writing. I directed some of it. He did most of the directing. So it's kind of like we kind of flip-flop between, but as we, but it still was a collaborative all the way around. We both, everything was like a unified mindset on everything.
Now, if I'm correct, this the one where y'all actually finally got to get together and work together.
Yeah, this was the first real collaboration movie because we've worked together in plenty of movies, you know what I'm saying? And it was just one of those, we're like, okay, let's take it a step further. Let's see what happens when me and you star in a movie. And, again, it's just a focus on us really seeing how we can really take over in that regard as stars of the movie.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, I feel like the chemistry was dope. I mean, like I said, I think a lot of people, when they saw it, again, us being friends already anyway, that already kind of bled over. But just the the chemistry between Key and Dub, it felt very organic. It felt
did.
like, you know what I'm saying? It
For
felt
real.
like two people who really roll with each other forever. You know what I'm saying?
And then Gigi playing the probation officer, like she made that thing stick out.
Exactly.
Like, you really gonna throw your life away?
A lot of that's
streets.
Gigi's personality.
Yeah.
She would have probably told you that shit in real life. So
real. Like
yeah.
I was looking like, damn, is this script or is this Gigi?
Yeah, some of it probably was. Again, we tell you to bring your own character to the part, so it could have been.
Amen. So you just said you write.
Mm-hmm.
So what's it like? Because people are always talking about, I want to write a movie script. So like, what's like the real details in laying out a movie script?
The thing about it is, and I tell people this all the time, man, when you're writing a script, so many people make this mistake where they just keep writing and they don't think about the ending. I tell people, create the basis of your story, you know, but know where you want to go.
Okay.
I tell people, it's like, think about this, is if I tell you to go to the store and I don't tell you which store to go to, but then I'd be mad because you didn't go to Walmart. Yeah. I should have told you where to go.
Right.
And so the whole point is, it don't help you to GPS to any store. You have to know where it's going. So it's no different with your story. It's okay if while you're writing it, you have to tweak the ending a little bit because you wrote some things that don't quite correlate with it. Yeah. But at least you're heading in a direction. If you just start aimlessly driving, you're not going to get nowhere. And that's what a lot of people don't think when they're doing their story. So, you know, even if you're just playing with the ending and you say, okay, this is kind of what I think I want to do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be writing until you run out because you're going to write yourself right into a hole. And now you don't know where the hell you're going to go with it. Boom. So, you know, pretty cut and dry.
Y'all have it. Yeah. Don't get on no writing temper tantrum. Know where you're going.
Yeah.
That's all I can tell you. Yeah.
The mental picture of that. But go ahead. Stupid.
So, man, let's talk about Under the Gun.
Oh, man. Let me tell you something. First of all, that I am so proud of the stars of that movie. They all killed their parts. I'm more proud of, out of anybody in the whole cast, I'm definitely the most proud of Coco. I think Coco really stepped up.
She did.
You know, she showed that range because a lot of times Coco gets to play a part that's more similar to Coco, but this one made Coco step outside of Coco.
Yeah.
The one thing I love, because very seldom do me and Coco end up on the same project at the same time. You know, we were in Counterplay together.
Scenes.
Yeah, we were in
Different
Counterplay
days.
and then we were in Street Logic for a brief time, but this one it was the focus on both of us. And like I said, the irony, of course, the dynamic is the polar opposite of how we really are. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the time, I'm the one trying to get everybody right, and you know, Coco just go with the wind. And Coco, if you're watching, I'm telling you, I mean it. Yeah, I'm looking
Talking
at you and saying
you.
it. Yeah. I had to stutter. But yeah, at the end of the day, you know, with that dynamic though, she really stepped up and she really showed that range, and you know, it was very authentic, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I there was many times when even what's crazy, you know, you got somebody dope when you wrote it, you directed it, you edited it, and you starred in it, and you're watching the scene and you're in it. Cause you're like, yo, that really feels like a real moment right there. And there was several scenes where, you know, Coco and I were in the scene and it felt really organic.
It really did.
You know, so.
Especially at the hotel. At the end.
The hotel, yeah.
She's like, you and everybody fucked up.
That was an intense moment. I love that one. I love that scene where
hard.
Listen, let me tell you, and another person I got to definitely shout out Ray Lewis, because at the end of the day, listen, that's what made this movie so dope, because all our characters are so different from us. You know what I'm saying? Like Ray's like the nicest nigga in the world, but like he was intense the whole movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had a right. Don't get it twisted.
Of course, because why you got to take us down with you?
Every time you turn around, it's getting worse. You know? And, you know, even Carlos, you know, when he had to play that real gangster role, when he had to come with the machete, it was just everybody just really showed their range on this project. And that's what I really loved about it. You know, it's like, you know, the chemistry was so dope.
You did that part.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, man. Shout out to Lorik, man. I'm sorry for almost running over you, bro.
Man. Mike, listen. Michael was finna be a casualty on set. That shit was finna be ugly.
And he did not move. He was what? That's a real cameraman.
But he almost got hit by the police car, too. That's what I'm saying.
Police car, too. He just...
Hey, he's gonna say we're gonna do it one more time, bruh.
We look.
You barely made it the first time.
Bruh, are you sure?
Big shout out to Micah for being crazy.
For real, man.
Yeah, he did that though. That was a hell of a shot.
I thought I had hit him with the back of the car. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's my last movie.
No, it's gonna be his last movie. It's gonna be his last movie.
Yeah, that's what I mean when I say, man, the creativity and the bonding on set is just like phenomenal, and like I really enjoy it. And like me, London and Frank was sitting there, like we sitting there collaborating, you know, how to go about saying the lines and how to push it. So by the time we actually filmed, we had changed the format, you know what I'm saying, the persona of our characters, and it was just like, but everything blended.
And that's what I love to see when people own the character, you know what I'm saying? And that's one thing we always encourage. We're like, look, as long as it's within the parameters of what's in the script, make the character your own.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be the one that gives this character a unique stamp.
Yeah.
We can only write it on paper so much, but you have to give it its own flair. You have to make it jump off the page. Indeed. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, y'all did that. Definitely.
Yeah, man. Everybody on set was dedicated. That's what I love about working with y'all. That's why every time something jumps off, I'm bloop bloop, for you can even get it out there for an hour. Bloop bloop, I'm in. Yeah, because it's incredible. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, no, we're not going to talk about the running scene, Ray. We're not going to talk about the running scene, Ray. I can see it out the side of my eye. We're not going to talk about the running scene.
It wasn't me this time, Coco. It wasn't me. I'm innocent this time.
It's always Ray. It is always Ray.
I came with y'all, man. I swear.
We ain't shit.
Love you.
It ain't nah. She bad.
She bad. Look, I already know.
She on the line like watching.
We love you, Coco. But you was getting it, girl. I'm steady
I don't know what that paddle was, but she was.
I'm trying to shoot both
flying.
of them. She was gone, boy.
Nowhere fast, boy.
Hey, that's what's up, man. What do you have? So what do y'all got coming up now, man? What's going on?
Well, right now, of course, the one thing I always try to do, like I said before, is it's not enough for me or Jones to be the ones always doing something. So we always try to encourage everyone around us to create something new. Mm-hmm. So, of course, Gigi just recently directed Failed Trust.
Yeah.
So
yeah, shout out Gigi.
Big shout out to Gigi for that. We're just getting, now that the Tubi meet and greet's over, we can finally get back to editing that and get that out. Then Ray, of course, he's writing and directing his first film, full feature. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? It's turning point. You know what I mean? So it's going to be dope because, and I'm going to tell a little bit about it, Ray. I ain't going to say too much. Okay. But it's kind of a little snippet. I mean, but it's going to be dope because I think that a lot of people don't realize, especially big shout out to Lamont Starr. Lamont Starr is hilarious. Like everybody see him as this big Suge Knight nigga, but he is hilarious. Like he is a big goofball. He be cracking jokes. And in this film, you're gonna actually get a chance to see that. And you know, him and Ray have always had really good chemistry ever since Bloodlines. And they just really shine well together. So this is going to be something different for both of them. I think it's going to be a really dope movie.
Excellent.
It's already been outlined. We're just finishing the writing on it. Right. But so that's going on. And then, of course, last but not least, Miss Jennifer Lee. We just recently submitted a script to Maverick so that we can, because she wrote the script. Yeah. Of course, I'll be doing a lot of the directing for it and everything like that.
All right.
So
back in Maverick movies.
Yeah. It's called Buried Truth. So, you know, everybody in the team, we want to see them out there doing their own thing. Like me and Joe can kind of sit back a little bit. We're like, okay, it's not always about our projects. Okay. You know what I'm saying? We can we'll get back to it.
Yeah, and that's what I love about it. Yeah. So, since we're talking about it, I guess now's the time for me to go ahead and shoot mine. I don't start on the script. I
did you?
Said nothing yet.
Nice.
But I'm working on a script, but it's a horror.
Okay, good. Step outside the lines, bro. That's dope.
And that's what I was looking at. Like, I really don't see nobody really doing it like that. Except for, wait a minute, I got to shout out Crescent Poe.
Yeah,
he
he
a lot
does.
He do some horror.
Yeah, he does.
He gets it in.
Uh-huh.
But that's why I decided I'm working on that script right now.
Bro, listen, that's always dope. I always celebrate anybody who takes that step because a lot of people talk, and I don't care if I'm on camera now. I'm gonna say it straight up. I'm tired of people talking.
Come on.
Everybody wants to be great, but nobody wants to take any steps towards it.
Right.
And it's like, and it's funny because I pick at Ray because Ray will sit there, he'll be talking to people and they be like, and they'll see me and they be like, Ty, I'm trying to be like you. And I'm like, you don't want these problems. And the reason I say that to people is because there's a lot that comes with this. It's not like you just get, things just happen for you. You got to be the one, you got to be the last one to leave. You got to be the one with no sleep. You got to be the one always ripping and running.
Right.
You don't want my problems, I promise you. Because if you did, you'd already be pursuing it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's just one of those situations where anybody who takes those beginning steps, I always respect it. And again, if you ever need me to read through something, send it to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna promise you it's gonna be that day, nigga. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
But don't be afraid to aggravate me a little bit because niggas do it all the time. And just tell me, hey, Ty, don't forget to read over the script and then I'll check it out and then I'll give you my real critique. One thing about me is I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. But I'm always gonna, I'm gonna be respectful. But I'm gonna tell you like, hey, this is what this is missing. Hey,
that's
this is
what's
what it
needed.
needs. Yeah.
That's exactly what's needed, man. Being straightforward and honest, like so you can have the best outcome of your situation that you're doing, working on. And that's what it takes for all of us to actually be real. Yeah,
and actually, actually graduate, and do more.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For real. So before we shut it down, man, if you had one word, you just really gave one to be honest. But if you had one word for up and coming actors, artists, directors,
pull the trigger.
There you go.
Pull the trigger. It's that simple. There's not much else to talk about because everything else is just talk.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to bump your head. Yeah. There's no perfect template. It does not matter how many times or how well you prepare, you're going to run into some kind of issue. Prime example, we're on Campaign of Deception. We had everything planned out, had the location, had the time, perfect time, had everybody together, everybody knew their parts. Right as we're getting ready to start, church choir starts downstairs. Full choir. Loud as hell. Singing and instruments. Ooh. What do? Now, all that preparation just went out the window. Now, what do? There's no perfect template. You're dealing with people. So I tell everybody, always remain fluid. That's the other thing I would tell you. Remain fluid. Because what you see ideally is never going to be how it is. I guarantee when you start any project, I guarantee if I talk to everybody right now about when you started your project, what you saw it starting like to where it is, you could give me at least 10 or 20 things that had to change since you started it. You got to remain fluid. You got to be willing to pull the trigger and remain fluid and keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing that most people fail at. It gets hard. It's easier to walk off. Right. You can't. Got to keep going. You know what I mean?
And like for me, mine would be, I'm going to add one to it. Keep your word. If you say you're coming, then come. One of the reasons why I've been so well off with y'all is because I keep my word. I do what I say I'm going to do.
Same.
You call me and say, we need you on set, such, I'm there.
Exactly.
And then over and beyond, you know what I'm saying? Do you need help with this or what's going on with the set? I know how to do that. Let me go ahead and get that done so we can keep everything rolling.
Facts.
And you'll be amazed. Y'all think Charlotte's big? It's not big. The circle
not
is
at all.
small. And when y'all find out and the word gets around that you are not a good person, you don't keep your word, you're not a good worker, you don't show up, you show up and you're damn tired or you're drunk and high, you don't want to do nothing, you're chasing everything on set instead of chasing the camera, you ain't got to worry about it. You're going to start getting, man, how come they don't want to
We directors talk. Like, and the thing is, the worst thing that could have ever happened was the Tubi meet and greet for somebody who ain't on their shit because now we're all talking now. You know what I'm saying? So you may not get work anywhere, much less Charlotte. So it's like you got to think about that shit. Like you got to realize we're connected now more than ever. So you come out there on some bullshit, we're gonna tell each other, and that's the one thing we'll communicate. If nothing else, we may not always say this is an awesome actor unless you ask us. Yeah. But I guarantee, if me and Jones are talking, and somebody was a headache, first thing I'm gonna tell them, hey, bro, this person's a headache, dog.
You don't need that.
Yeah, you don't want no part of that. So. Yeah, always keep that in mind. Be professional, be on time, be willing to handle what needs to be handled, and
right.
That's what you're supposed to do.
And all the connections and all the finances are gonna follow. You stay dedicated to it.
Facts.
You gotta stay dedicated though. Well, man, my dog.
Always.
My peoples. Appreciate
Always.
it. And I'm going to end on this note. Trying to get back to North Cac. All right, everybody. We want to thank Ty Durden for coming. You know, we got people on the set with us today, man. We got Mr. Ray Lewis in the cut over here. The one and only Miss gave her a new name. Matter of fact, in her next movie, it's going to be Dirty South. Hey, Jennifer. Thank y'all for coming in, man. Ty, man, looking forward to doing more work with you. You already know. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Glad that you came. Glad you watched. Get ready to see the next one. It's going to be just like the last. Magnificent. Your host with the most, Mandrey, Mandrizzle Davis, for It's the Bottom Line.